What's up? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Another Friday. We here, December 9th, 2022. I appreciate y'all for watching for another Friday Fuss. And I got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get into some of these topics and break down, some of the stuff that's been going on this past week. R. Kelly is back. He released a new album, but it's been banned in a lot of places and removed from Apple Music. I'm going to get into that. Also, Brittney Griner, the U.S. basketball player that was imprisoned in Russia for having a weed cartridge, vape cartridge, hash cartridge, cannabis cartridge, allegedly, in her bag, and was looking at facing a lot of years in the Russian prison system, in the Gulag. And she's been freed in the prisoner exchange. And so I'm going to talk about that because it's a lot of people upset because a U.S. Marine that's been there for 4 years is still there, kind of left behind. Some people mad, because they didn't care. She's not white woman, gay, black, a lot of other things, celebrity. Somebody actually broke down an article about the scientific way and reason why people don't care as much. So I'm going to break that down a little bit. And a little bit about the Shaquella Robinson case. A couple little updates. The family would love for everybody to be extradited to Mexico, they said, and some other stuff. But there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered and some shady stuff that's been done. Like some of the people helping to plan the funeral arrangements are probably the same people that may have had something to do with her death. And that would be real dirty if that's the case. So break that down, as well as George Floyd, one of the cops that was helping to restrain him, was sentenced. He only got a few years, especially compared to Derek Chauvin. And I'll talk about that. Was that good enough? I don't know. But, we'll see. He only got, 3 years, 3.5 years? I don't know. So we shall see. A couple other things. Terrence Howard said he gonna retire. How you retire from acting? Danny Glover's still going. It's people that act. You can act till you die. You can sing till you die. You can pick and choose what roles you use. You may not have to be touring or acting on a show day in and day out like Empire, but picking up a project here and there once, twice a year. You work for a couple weeks. Why not? So I know he allegedly had some issues financially. I'm not too sure. I don't like to get into other people's pockets, but I don't know. Maybe maybe that was allegedly like it was supposed to be said, and maybe everything is all good. Who knows? And then, of course, some people done sent me some videos and stuff off IG. So, we're going to go ahead and check into that as well. So, first thing, I had the R. Kelly album. Break that down. So, I look at it like this. I don't think that his album should be banned. I think that they should allow the people to decide. If people don't want to support or don't believe that it should be out there, they won't listen to it. They won't support it, and he won't make money, and it won't do anything. But if people want to listen and support, I don't think it's good. I think that's cruel and unusual punishment to make it where he can't have a living. You know, that's more than the punishment for the crime. It says his lawyer said it's an unauthorized release of music, though. So, you know, he said that his masters were stolen and that songs are often uploaded to platforms like YouTube without his approval. That type of stuff does happen. And if that's the reason why a lot of the stuff was taken down, that makes sense. But as far as a lot of people saying that he shouldn't be out there allowed to put it out there, I don't agree with that at all. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? You let me know. Put a 1R if you think his album should be out there and let the people decide. Put a 2R if you think it shouldn't be out there at all and that, you know, he shouldn't be allowed to put his music out. In the case of it being unauthorized or stolen or without approval, that's different, and I could understand if that, you know, is taken down. But in the future, for any other reason, I think that the man should at least be able to afford a living and put his music out there, you know. There's a lot of people out there that got a lot of stuff, that's done a lot of stuff, rather, I should say, and they are still able to make a living, whichever way that may be. So I look at it as this is maybe even better in the sense that some people are able to make a living and do what they used to do, and it's out of the public's hands, you know. Whereas this, if people don't want to support it or they feel it shouldn't be out there, the people have something to say and do about it. If somebody was a stockbroker, they could still make money in prison. Nobody could say or do nothing about it because you can't stop or, you know, affect the company. Anyway, we'll see. All right, moving on. What up? We see Brittney Griner is free. Now, some people are upset, and one of the things they upset about is that this this Marine, I'm reading stuff trying to get to it, here we go. This U.S. Marine is still in prison, whereas she got to come home. Now, a lot of people have a lot of different reasons on why they don't care about her situation, and this article kind of breaks it down. They say the scientific theory on why Americans may feel the way they feel. And it's interesting. I kind of agree with some of this. You guys let me know what you think. But what it's saying is that, yeah, it is upsetting to some that the Marine was left behind. But also, they say some of it could be because of the deservingness heuristic. The deservingness. So they say this phenomenon It's basically what people may do in their mind to see who is deserving of certain things and treatment. And so they said that based off of that, you know, the missing white woman syndrome, that's a concept that's real. I know we all have said that as black folks, but it's a concept, and they actually is real. That if it would have been white, it would have been a different story, and it would have been more outrage. But because she's black, they also said that because she's openly gay, because of her size, because she's gender non-conforming, not traditionally feminine, it all works against public sympathy for someone in her position. Gilbert added. Gilbert is who put this scientific study together. And Gilbert's beliefs says that that's why she was probably about to get sentenced 9 years by the Russians as well. Because they had less sympathy for her. They probably didn't even view her as a female. Now, they didn't say that in this article, but I'm just assuming that. They said also by her not being too political, but casting her first vote in 2020 for Biden, I guess, you know, that's what helped him come get her ass. He need that one more vote, every vote he can get. That was a joke. But they say that some people may be upset because she criticized the national anthem. And it said that also, what it said, she was talking about George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. A lot of people said a lot of this stuff, but overall, this is what she's saying. And I'm interested to know, what do you think? Do you guys think that Brittney is suffering from a lot of these things that they say? I actually do think that she suffers from some of those things, because, I mean, in the end, she didn't suffer as much because they still got her out. But I think had she been a white WNBA player and caught with those things, they would not have put her in jail, I don't believe. I really don't believe the Russians would have put her in jail. Yes, I do believe that this whole thing was used as a pawn and a plot to get the notorious arms dealer, who actually was the subject of a movie, and Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. I wasn't sure of that, but was recently told that. So, if you are interested in what notorious arms dealers do, that's a good movie to watch, whether it's the same person or not. But that movie is based off of a real person. So, regardless, Lord of War is a really good movie. Anyway, some people feel maybe releasing a basketball player for an arms dealer is a bad trade. But the truth be told, people should really watch this movie. It is really good. It is a narration while he speaks. And he explains, like while they're showing this, he's explaining how they cost, where they made, what they do, what happens. And I mean, it's a very entertaining yet informative movie. Now, of course, it's a movie. I'm not going to take everything word for word and say this is exactly what happens. But this is a very accurate depiction of the level of arms dealing that he's on. And even in this movie, he has competitors. is competitors in the movie and other people that do what he does. And so, I mean, it's like drug dealers. You arrest one big-time drug dealer. I mean, what? Well, yeah, like what? Nobody's going to use drugs, right? Yeah. Like nobody's going to get high this weekend, right? Yeah. Let alone get high for months. So it's always somebody to step up and, you know, step in that next spot. So he's been in prison for 10 years, which I'm actually surprised because this movie, boy, he was slicker than a can of oil. So we'll see how it all plays out. Hopefully that U.S. Marine gets to come home soon. My father was a Marine, and I know they definitely don't want to leave a man behind. And we'll see how long it takes. He's been there for 4 years. That means that he was there for 2 years with Trumpty Dumpty. It was beautiful. I was going to bring him home, but they didn't bring me back. If they would have re-elected me, he would have been home. But no re-election, no plane ticket home. Sorry. I had a beautiful, beautiful ride planned for you. It was beautiful. But you didn't want the ticket. So, we'll see. Hopefully the man don't have to stay too long. He did release a statement saying that he was happy that she home, but was a little discouraged because he thought that he would be moving home soon, going back home soon as well. And hopefully it doesn't take too long for him to go home. So we shall see. Alright, I gotta check that out. Soaking Wet said, I'm loving the new album. I'm gonna have to check that out, Soaking Wet. Jocelyn say, I'm excited about R. Kelly new album, and I'm listening, and a whole lot of people gonna be listening on the DL. I hope he doesn't get in trouble because someone dropped the album. I know that's right. Hopefully he gets royalties for it because he need to pay his bills. They can't just make him into a homeless person. I mean, well, actually, he got a home for a few years, but no, they let the man, at least if he can make money, let him make money. If he can't, then he can't. But now, you know, if he was making money off of the situation or making songs about what he did or the crimes or something, that would be different. But if he just making his regular dance music that he usually make, if people want to listen, I think they should be able to and let them listen. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to check it out. Now that y'all say you loving it and you checking it out, I'm going to check it out. I mean, that's my generation, so, you know, a lot of these young people out here, I don't listen to them or relate to them, so, anyway, y'all let me know before I move on to the next one. Put a 1G if you think it's okay for Brittney Griner and well, I mean, I guess that's a tough one because everybody should be happy the girl is gone and got out of jail. And I mean, who would be happy that the guy is left behind? I don't think anybody is happy about that. But it is what it is. What, you gonna leave them both behind? Because they said that they wouldn't trade for that arms dealer. Now, the arms dealer been in prison for 10 years. And the Marine been there for 4. So that means they've had 4 years to make that deal, and it didn't happen. So what? All of a sudden they gonna trade 2 for 1? They didn't want to trade them 1 for 1 all this time. So, and the family said they was better off making that deal instead of waiting for a deal that may not happen. So I don't know all the details about all of the things. But if the family feel that way, and I know if he been there for 4 years, they've had a chance to make something happen for 4 years and it didn't happen. So it is what it is. So, you know. I got a quick update on the Shaquella Robinson situation and what's going on with her and the unfortunate situation. So it's saying that her sister, of course, is frustrated with the investigation. I hate that these are the pictures that they have. It kind of makes people, again, desensitized because they look at it as, oh, well, she was out there doing this, doing that. She was a certain kind of person because all the pictures, she got her booty out or, you know, skin exposed. And I just wish that wasn't what we see. But anyway, it says that her sister Keela, that's her, they just making her sound bad. They actually put Keela in quotation marks, her nickname, her hood nickname. My name Tequila, but just call me Keela. Everybody else call me Patron or Bumpy Face. Anyway, to make it, you know, not to be funny, because it ain't a funny situation. I wish that they would actually be able to get these people, and I feel her frustration because her sister was done totally wrong, and these people were able to leave, and it seems that it's not enough happening. And so it said that she went, well, they talking about what happened right here with Shaquella going to Mexico with 6 friends from the university she went to, and it was a video of her getting beat up by one of her friends saying fight back. And a lot of people say that the girl was a non-violent girl, didn't deserve to get beat that way. Somehow the friends were able to leave Mexico, telling the Mexican authorities that she had alcohol poisoning from drinking. They changed their flights, left early, and it seems that they may have gotten away with murder for the time being. They even was trying to comfort the mom. I mean, after they did the investigation, they found out it wasn't alcohol poisoning. The girl had a severed spine, which takes a lot of force to do. I know. Trust me on that one. So, you know, it's very frustrating. And, you know, the sister is saying that she want everybody extradited to Mexico. A lot of these people are on the run, and you know, it's just they got the FBI involved now, trying to help, and she's saying though that even though the FBI is involved, not enough is being done, and so, I mean, it's just really upsetting. The mother said in quotes, Shaquella's attackers looked me right in my face and told me there was no fight that happened in Cabo, Mexico. I believe they are on the run. So, and she shared another picture of her daughter as well. So she said, I believe this all was planned. The people Shaquella went on a trip with have all been friends for over 10 years. Authorities have not informed me on any information, but I was told by the FBI. Told the FBI is now questioning from the Cabo 6, which is what they now call the 6 girls. Well, 6 people, because I think it was one guy. That's what they now call them that went out there. So, you know, the sister issued a statement And it's just very upsetting. I feel bad for him. And I know a lot of them want these people extradited. They on the run. This young lady right here didn't deserve to die. And especially beat the way she was. It's just really upsetting and sad. It's a nice picture of these ladies. And it's just sad that you think you going with friends. And that's what happens. It might have been a setup from the jump. It does sound that way to me. Rainy J said it was 3 guys, 3 females. And, you know, it is just really sad. You say you've been down the rabbit holes on all the channels about her death. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot going on with that. And it is some rabbit holes where people think it's a setup or sacrifice, or robbery. It's a lot of things it could have allegedly been. And until those people are caught and they confess to what happened and what was going on, I guess we won't really know. So as of now, none of them are in custody. At least it didn't say that on any of these articles that I have and that I've been seeing. If it did, I missed it, because it says right here, Shaquella Robinson's sister says everybody being arrested would be justice ahead of the rally. And that was just yesterday, December 8th. And, you know, Quilla, she said that, you know, she wanted everybody to be arrested, but as of right now, that's not happened. And, you know, it's just really sad. All these ladies, you know, people like answers, you know, for closure, because there's nothing that could be done to bring this woman back. Her life is gone, and that's a tragedy. But you do want justice for her and answers for the family. And, you know, this woman's spinal cord was cracked. I mean, and she was naked. Like, she naked with her spinal cord cracked. Was that really necessary? Like, what did y'all do? Jump on her? So, I don't know. Hopefully, they definitely get some answers and some closure. See, they had a rally, justice for Shaquella. And so, you know, this was at Little Rock AME Zion Church in Charlotte. So, you know, it's very, very unfortunate. It's still early in the case. I know it seems like it's not, and we want justice immediately as people. But truth be told, it's still kind of early. And the more pressure that's put on this case and attention, then they will eventually be caught. They won't be able to live somewhere or do certain things. So eventually, you know, I think that justice will be served, especially if you catch 1 or 2. They'll probably start to turn witness against the others, tell information, lead to the arrest of the others. So that's my thoughts. Hopefully, what will happen. So we see. What's up, Teresa? How you doing? Tina, hey Jay, an Aspire actor last name Loftman, I think, was killed in a drive-by with his girlfriend in Chicago near Seth. Loftman? I know you ain't talking about that's on power. Let me see. I know you can't be talking about Lofton off of power. Chris Lofton. No, it don't show that he's dead on IMDb at least. Chris is Lofton. Chris Lofton is what? Jannard on Force. Yeah, he's. Let me look on Google. Or you say aspiring, so he ain't made it yet. But that's sad though. It's rough out there in them streets, man. You got to know where you are at all times, and don't be playing around. Not to say that's what happened with that. I'm just saying, you know, because that's what you need to do. But even doing that doesn't always guarantee safety. So, you know, every time I go back, I'm always paying attention to where I am, where I'm going, what side of town I'm on. I'm not out there like that. And I'm getting older and other stuff, health conditions. I ain't trying to be in no problems with nobody at all. So, okay, Herman Lofton. Well, rest in peace to Herman Lofman. Sad to hear about his passing. Unfortunate. And, you know, definitely sending some thoughts and prayers to you, brother, for you and your family. Sorry for you. What happened, man? So, all right, let me see. I got a couple little things right quick. Some people, y'all be sending me a lot of good things on Instagram. And so I got a couple of little video posts that people have sent me. And so let's see, hold on. I got this first video. It says, is she tripping or him? So let's see. Shout out to my girl Barika for sending the video. Alright, here we go.
Trying to get my son some shoes.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You just had a whole FaceTime call. A whole FaceTime call with your baby mama.
Yes, to get my son some shoes.
Okay, why are you getting him shoes?
Because he needs some shoes. He said he wants some blue shoes.
How much you paying child support?
You know how much I pay?
$1,100.
Okay, I pay $1,100.
Okay, so that's not enough?
And?
That's not enough for her to get her son some shoes?
Y'all see this shit? You see this shit, bro?
I'm never telling my husband what he can and cannot do for his kids, period. That's just that on that. He came to our marriage with 2 kids, as y'all know. I have never fixed my mouth to say, we not doing that because we do da-da-da-da. Ain't no way. If he say, yo, we about to go get these kids some shoes, I'm actually probably the person that's saying, hey, here goes some shoes I think we need to get for the kids. So, fellas, I hope you pay attention to these red flags these girls be dropping. There's a few things she did, actually. When she said that whole, she can't do da-da-da for her son, I would have left her ass right at that cash register, because what you're not going to ever do is disrespect my child talking to me. That's our son, number one. Number two, he was talking to the girl in front of you, so he not trying to be sneaky. I will respect that. Although I do respect her establishing boundaries, not wanting to be talked to in front of and all that. I get that. Cause what y'all think about this mess? I would have just left girly where she was at, or just had a good time for the night. Cause nah, I'm straight.
I like pausing it right there. That was by coincidence, but I like that what she talking about. So y'all let me know, is she tripping or is the dude wrong for doing what he did? I'm going to say she tripping, so I'm going to put a 1T. Put a 1T if shorty foul and she tripping. Put a 2T if he was wrong for doing what he did in front of her and he tripping. I'm going to say she tripping because she coming off as a greedy, yeah. Why you worried about how much I pay and what I'm doing? I think you worry because you looking at it as that's money I could be spending on you. Because that's how it came off to me. Why does it matter to you what I'm paying in child support and I'm buying my kid a shoe? So since I pay child support in your mind, that's all I need to do. I shouldn't do nothing else for my kid. Like a check is all that takes care of everything. It don't matter how much it was. You still need to spend time. That's like she probably mad he want to spend time or bringing the kid over for the weekend. Why you bringing him over? You pay $1,100. You don't need to have him over here. We could have went out this weekend, but no, you bringing his ass over here. What? Oh yeah, you gots to go. I had somebody say something like that to me, similar, but it wasn't about those exact details. So I take care of my son his whole life, and since he was 10 months old, I was taking care of him by myself. And so it was at a period where I would take him over his mom's house on the weekends. Now, every weekend, she wasn't always there, and different things would come up or whatever the case where I wasn't able to take him over there. I remember one particular time I had my girlfriend. We was planning to go somewhere, had all these plans made. It was going to be a nice weekend, spend the night this place and do this and that. And of course, when I went to drop him off, she's saying she can't do it, this, that, and the other, all these excuses. I'm mad, but what can I do? I can't just like make her take him. I can't kick in, and I can't just make you do. There's nothing I can do. So, I mean, I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I turn around, call, let my girl know this, that, and the other. You know, I got my son. Either, you know, we're going to have to do it next weekend and, you know, change up, whatever. And they went off saying, you know, I'm messing this up over my, you know, son, and I shouldn't have did this and that, and, you know, I should get rid of him, let him do this or that. And I'm like, oh, no. You done lost it. Nah, it's over. Definitely. You ain't about to disrespect my son. You ain't about to say all of these things and do that. I don't care what you got or want to do. You took it too far. I would never be with a female and be like, man, I'm trying to smash, or we trying to go out, and you got this kid, man, leave him by himself, or drop him off somewhere, man, damn, this, that, and the other. Like, if you know that person has a child, and you going into that, then you accept that. You can't be saying that. If that's something you don't want to deal with, then you don't deal with it the moment you find out, you know, and leave. You don't start dating somebody and doing that when you know that's going to be a problem. So I would never, ever be with somebody that's selfish, saying something like that. That's insane. And any woman that got a guy that doesn't accept you and your kids, don't be with him. It don't matter what he say. If it's always some type of problem, or why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, or do we gotta do this or that, man, that's not the right dude for you. I've heard stories from some females about things that some guys have said and did. And, you know, I hear it might be hard to find a good man and different stuff. That you still ain't found him if that's the one you with and that's what he's saying and doing. So definitely keep that in mind. Don't sell yourself short. Some women have said and asked me why guys do this or do that. And to a certain extent, guys do some things because women allow. And I mean, like, hey, if you gonna give it up or you're gonna do this and that without requiring certain things, then a guy will do that. You know, if you require certain things before certain things move forward in a relationship, whatever that may be, then that's what that person will have to do. And then some people will say, yeah, well, people will just leave, or the way that things are today, people will ghost you, or this, that, and the other. Hey, if that's what they'll do from Jump Street, they saving you, because You do this and get with them out of loneliness or compromise, and the next thing you know, they're going to end up hurting your feelings, hurting your heart, because they're going to treat you a certain way. And you know that going in, because you lowered your standards, and that go for everybody, Guys, if you start paying and doing this and that, and you wonder why she don't love you, well, why would she? You went into that relationship tricking off, paying. Why was she all of a sudden, what you thought you was going to have another Pretty Woman story? She was just going to fall in love with you. You was just so great. You paid that light bill, so now she in love. That's what you thought that was going to work. No. Not going to work. They're not going to fall in love with you. You're not going to hit it so good that you're going to make a promiscuous person change their ways. So, I don't know. Tressa said, I would have told you to bring the kid. I know that's right. Man, that girl went off on me, man. Went off on me. That was the end of our relationship. Like, that. We broke up that day over that. Like, went off. I mean, she called him a little bastard. So, I ain't about to do that. I mean, I know you needed your vitamin D, and I was ready to give you your meds, give you your dose. But damn, you was feeding, boy, like a junkie. He was tripping hard. I'm good. Can't do it. Trust you say just a nice date with thanks my date's kids. I know, right? Yeah, man. And people out here today, something else. I got another video on play right quick before we get up out of here. Let's see. Hold on. Nick Carter. Before we go, Nick Carter has been accused of giving women VIP juice before raping them, which is crazy because these women wanted to sleep with him. And like, I'm sure if they going back there, they want to sleep with these guys and then they rape them. That's just really sick to me. It says that victim Shannon Shea Ruth filed a civil lawsuit recounting a terrifying encounter that took place 21 years ago. According to Ruth, she was 17 years old in 2001 when Carter chose her from a group of young girls seeking autographs from the band after a show in Tacoma, Washington. Carter was about 21 at the time, invited her on the bus, gave her VIP juice before raping her repeatedly despite her pleas for him to stop. As if she was not traumatized enough, Ruth claims that the singer infected her with HPV. Damn. The now 39-year-old says it has taken her over 20 years to come forward due to fear of retaliation from the pop star. What makes the lawsuit so damning is that Ruth is not the only woman coming forward. 3 other Jane Does were also listed in the case with similar disturbing tales of abuse between 2003 and 2006. All 3 say he gave them alcohol before forcing himself on them, and one was underage at the time. Okay. He hasn't responded yet to these claims. Wow. It's a lot, man. It's a lot going on in this world. If those allegations are true, I just don't understand why some of these celebrities and famous people rape people that wanted to be there with them. I mean, maybe that girl in particular may not have slept with him, but I'm sure it was no shortage of ladies trying to sleep with these people. But these people choose, allegedly, to do other things. And I just don't understand that behavior from people that allegedly commit those acts. It is very, very strange, because in my life, in the sexual encounters, it's great when somebody is there with you, with giving back and loving you back and doing stuff back. Who wants a person that's laying there or asleep or why would, that is very strange to me, to like that. I don't know, man. So I don't know if that's how it goes, but if somebody unconscious or, you know, laying there, I'm assuming that's how it goes. And if that's how it goes, that is just very, very strange to me that people do that. I don't know. So anyway, we'll see. But wow, man. Hopefully for his sake, that is not true. But it's not sounding too good. Last thing I'll show, and everybody be careful out there with this information with your kids. You got to know what your kids is out there doing. An after-school Satan club is making its way to a Virginia elementary school this month, and it's saying that the BM, bowel movement, BM Williams Primary School will host the after-school Satan Club in collaboration with the Satanic Temple. In addition to Satanism, attendees will be taught about critical thinking, problem-solving skills, creative expression, benevolence, and more, according to the flyer shared by the temple. This club will be held in the school library December 15th. Parents expressed outrage about the new club, believe students are too young to be introduced to such a controversial subject. However, the school district stated that the club is considered a religious affiliate under the First Amendment and freedom of religion. Alrighty. It says the district has authorized other religious groups to use its facilities and by law cannot discriminate against the after-school Satan Club. It says all students must obtain a permission slip signed by their parents to attend. And it says in April, the York, Pennsylvania School Board declined to host the club, which was designated for children as young as 5. Let that marinate for a second right there. As young as 5. That right there. Damn. That's scary, man. My son 18 and, you know, he knows and, you know, they think he know every damn thing now. So But I'm glad, wow, we made it through school before this stuff started coming, because, wow, I don't want those type of subjects taught to my child by anybody but me. And I believe as a parent that that's my right. So, and then as, you know, children grow into adults and teenagers, they'll make up their own minds and they'll seek out and find whatever it is they want to do in life, just like everybody else. But until then, it's up to me. So I don't think the school should be teaching anything other than educational subjects. And, you know, it's a certain age where other things should be brought. And I don't think that's it. Anyway. Teresa say, I mean, they put religion in schools. You can't believe in God and not the devil, and vice versa. But, well, they took religion out. You said they put it in. No, they took religion out of schools is what happened. But they didn't, you know, put it back in. This was another story I wanted to get to about the FedEx driver that delivered a girl her Christmas present and then kidnapped her. And it's just really horrible. Horrible. As well as the 27-year-old that raped the 10-year-old girl. And the 10-year-old girl got pregnant and had to get an abortion in Indiana. And then they wanted to, like, come after the doctor for giving the 10-year-old the abortion. Like, oh my God. A 10-year-old pregnant. That's just a bad situation. By rape. I know it doesn't happen a lot, and this is, you know, this subject has been brought up before, and some people even say, you know, they don't approve of it even in this condition. But man, I don't think that 10-year-old should have had to carry that baby because of what was done to her. I mean, that is, oh man, that is so tough of a situation on so many levels. It's like, wow. Anyway, that is crazy. Teresa said, I didn't have my first child till 30. I couldn't imagine being 10 and pregnant. Not fair, not right. I agree 100%. 10 years old. Wow. That guy should be put under the jail, literally. I'm not going to say what another person should be executed or not, but if other people was talking about that, I would listen. I would hear the conversation. Let's put it that way. Because that right there, wow. That was just man. So anyway, we're in the end of the world, end of the year. End of the world. End of the year. Got a few more weeks left. January is about to be action-packed. I'm going to be so busy. I'm going to have damn near 3 to 5 shows trying to review. I probably won't be live as much no more. I'm going to go back to just doing uploads like I used to. And, you know, we're going to see how it goes. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. We're going to all, you know, have a good weekend, Lord willing. I'll catch some of y'all in Discord a little later. I was in there earlier. Juan Blaze, we're going to have to get you straight. Everybody have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace. Deuces. And we out.